Good day, everyone. My name is Kezi Alyamban, and the Sustainable Development Goal that I choose is the number 16th, which is the peace, justice, and strong institution. Peace, justice, and strong institution is the 16th Sustainable Development Goal, which promote peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provide access to justice for all, and build effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. To achieve universal recognition, the 16th Sustainable Development Goal leaves out explicit reference to internationally recognized political and civil rights norms, and also it attracts some criticism. 16th goal has 10 outcomes. These are to reduce violence, promote the rule of law and equal access to justice, organize crimes and illicit financial and armed flows, reduce corruption and bribery, develop effective, accountable, and transparent institutions, ensure responsive and inclusive representative in decision making, strengthen the participation in global governance, provide universal legal identity, and ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedom. Improving the link between sustainable development goals is an implementation for also the sake of the international human rights mechanisms such as the Universal Periodic Review, national human rights institutions, and to avoid the deflation of civic space by limiting or eliminate the illegal and regulatory frameworks. Of course, this can be successful in no time if there are no challenges. The 16th Sustainable Development Goals, how can the government, especially the United Nations, can help to eliminate drug addiction? What should we do in order to help the common problem, which is the drug addiction? Drug addiction is common to the youth nowadays, for it is because youth nowadays are the stressors on their own. This can be undone by the help of the 16th Sustainable Development Goals. Drug addiction is a crucial, that is why governments in all over the world are taking too much time to lessen this problem. Drug addiction is a long talk that I should express my thoughts as a mere student who doesn't have enough knowledge about this, but I will do my best to provide the best information. Before the election, we are so excited. I am so excited. Yes, I am referring to myself and based on my observations. I am so excited because there will be a program in our plaza that is what we call Pangampanya. Because there will be an intermission number from the best dancers in the town, and the most expected part, which is the snacks. I am not a patay gutom myself, which is to be clarified. After the excitement, I will move on to the very climax of the program, which is the politicians' platforms, especially when the campaign is a lined up parties. They keep saying their platforms as they wanted to create the most suitable and comfortable government to everyone. They wanted this and that, create laws which everyone can benefit, build this and that. They wanted the people to praise them at first, for them to have a good face and future as they wanted to win. I am not saying that all politicians are like this and like that, but most of them are just having a good talk to people. Most of them are liars. One of the politicians made a promise that he or she wanted to promote peace to everyone. Not the peace which you and your neighborhood are getting along to each other. Not the peace that you and someone is in good terms, but peace for all. Peace to end and give justice to the crimes. Peace to stop illegal actions, especially peace to stop the drug addiction. In the future, when the sustainable goal is being success, drug addiction might have an end. When peace is being promoted evenly and justice is properly carried by the laws, we might experience the true meaning of peace. Why we never experience the true peace? It is because of drug addiction. Drug addiction is the brain of most crimes. Can't you see the news? That every report crimes, the suspects are illegally drug takers. Even the small crimes are drug-related issues, and no one in this country can stop that. Why? Because we don't have a strong institution. We don't have a proper and organized government right now. Even our president who promised to end the drug in a short period of time never happens. Not to mention, panahon sa kampanya iyan. At saka yung biro na iyon, we call it bravado. Yung bravado ko was just a pure campaign joke, he said during his weekly address, even calling those who believed stupid. This actually speaks that we don't have a strong and powerful law that might frighten people like me. Until now, we are seeking for it. We are seeking for peace and justice. We are seeking for the true government. With the help of every citizen in the country, we can end drug addiction. With the valuable cooperation of all individuals in the country, the drug addiction might stop. Let's talk about some of the outcomes that relates to the 16th goal. First is to reduce violence. When the 16th goal will be successful, then the violence might end so soon. Why there is violence? It is because of drugs, which leads people to do something out of their actions. They are the ones who commit violence for the reason that they are not in the right track of their mind. Next is to promote the rule of law and equal access to justice, which means that the 16th goal provides the better access to justice. There will be a fair justice then that made people equally justified, from those who are from poor people and those who have a high standards of living. This is to explain that drug addiction never chooses either the two of them, but it is the two who suffers the drug's power. The next outcome will be to reduce corruption and bribery. It is being directed to some of the police officers and other institutions that opens for bribery and corruption. Why there is a bribery? Why there is a corruption? Of course, because of drugs, which is the number one illegal activities in the whole world. The powerful individual who holds the biggest position in an institution leads to commit bribery, in exchange for them to become a millionaire. Next is to strengthen the participation in global governance. Drug addiction is a global problem. That is why the goal of the 16th Sustainable Development Goal is to strengthen the force of United Nations, which our country belongs to. This will be then the way to address the global problem, which is the drugs. The 16th Sustainable Development Goals, which is the peace, justice, and strong institution, is important and is needed to obtain the proper and organized world which every individual wanted to be. Ending the drug addiction is a very important matter which victimized people's long-term wish. This goal is for the beneficial of everybody, not just for the government, but for the people in the universe. The government can stand alone facing the problems, especially the drug addiction. People need to cooperate in order to provide a safe and sound social relationship. People in the future, including ourselves, when this goal is achieved, will experience the true meaning of peace and justice, for we then have a strong institution.